What up, people of the world? Special Caesar and friends coming at you with more sweet tabletop cosmic horror. Welcome back to our Call of Cthulhu campaign. I am Special Caesar, and I will be your keeper of arcane lore for the evening. Thank you for joining us, friends and unwitting victims. Tonight, our investigators should be finishing the Saturnine Chalice scenario available on Roll20 in the Deadlight module pack. Unfortunately, though, this week we are down a player as Martin has been called away to a prior engagement, and so I will be controlling Sterling Lake for the final showdown against Evangeline and whatever happens thereafter. He'll just be playing a minor role in the background and just helping out where he can, doing roles here and there, but I'm not going to overplay his hand ever at any point. Because we obviously don't want to get him killed or doing things that Martin wouldn't want him doing. We do still, however, have the other great players to depend on, so without further ado, I'd like to welcome back to the table Duane, playing as Guy Fontaine.
Hi, everyone.
Kev as Abraham Lincoln.
Hi.
Paul as Vinny Bufalino.
Hey, everybody.
And finally, Elena as Frances Walsted.
Hello, everyone.
Lovely, thank you very much. As usual, can all the players please make sure they have to hand their indefinite insanitary boundary number. You should have noted this down at the start of the scenario somewhere, and please keep track of it as we progress. Anyone crossing that boundary will gain indefinite insanity. Without that all being said, unless anyone has anything further to add, I suggest we all commence the Call of Cthulhu. Having come to realize the truth about the house that they are now trapped inside and the demon that is possessing the premises, the group have started a long ritual that should result in the banishment of Evangeline and their liberation from its territory. We now resume play with the investigators attempting to draw the magical triangle of Solomon on the white pantry floor and rushing to carry the heavy lead statues from around the premises into one location. Just move you all back over to the map. Whoops. And we're still in turn order. Can everyone see everything again? Remember what was going on?
Yep.
So the drawing, this is the second round of drawing. It'll take one more round after this for the drawing to be complete. In the meantime, Sterling has to just focus on it. He's entering some kind of trance, and his hands seem to be moving by themselves, zigzagging all over the floor as they draw out the pattern, as he seems like a man possessed. Vinny, it's your turn.
Okay, I believe I'm dragging this eagle statuette into the room.
Can you make a strength check for me, please? Isn't it going to have to be a hard strength check because it's quite heavy?
Okay, I thought someone was helping me.
Abraham and Guy are in here, so you're by yourself.
Yeah, we've just
moment.
dragged in. In fact, no, is it the? I think we've just dragged in the.
You dragged in the bust of Augustus.
Yeah, which is another big one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
which is a big
the
one.
Ox, the Raven, and
yeah,
another.
The lion. They're all in here because you brought them all into the
Yeah.
dining room. So the ox is there, facing out that way. The lion is there, and then the eagle statue is there. The eagle lectern, I should say, is next to Vinny Bufalino.
Come on, Vinny. What's taking you so long? Give it the old heave-ho.
Well, it's been there on the screen for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, sorry, with a failure, you unfortunately aren't able to lift it, and you struggle against
Can
it
I-
for a few seconds.
Can I push?
You want to push the roll? Yes. You are looking for a hard success, I have to stress. So, in order to get a success, you need 25 under 50.
Would it be easier rather than trying to lift it if you just sort of dragged it?
I'll turn that to a regular. If you're going to drag it, then I'll turn it into a regular strength check. That can be how you say you're pushing if you want, as well.
Yeah, I would be getting a better grip and dragging it.
Okay, yeah, so I'll change it to a regular strength check, and please make the roll. If you fail it, though, there's going to be some consequence.
All right.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are able to drag it. You're obviously not carrying it, though, so your movement is halved. So you would be able to drag it maybe... probably about 15 feet.
All right.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Abraham.
I shall go to the next one.
You run straight past Vinny Bufalino, struggling with the big, heavy leaden.
I'll give him thumbs up and say, keep going, lad.
Lovely.
And I'll get. I don't think I'll be able to move it or anything at this point because I've done quite a long move.
Yeah, I think you can move and pick it up, and that's about it.
I think I could pick it up.
Yeah, you can pick it up.
Would I be better off? I mean, I take it. Would I need an odd success to pick it up? Is this an heavy one?
No, this is tiny. It's a little.
Oh,
it's like a fit into your. It's a palm-sized leaden statue. Okay. Cool. Evangeline's turn. I'm going to roll a d4, and starting from the players on the left, that will be the character that she attacks. 1. So going after you, Frances. Apparently your singing and dancing was enough to make her reappear in the room, coming down from the ceiling that she just disappeared into, and takes a swinging swipe at you. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
Dodge.
Okay, here comes her brawl attack. She fumbles nearly, yeah. No, one more would have been a fumble. She misses badly, so would you like to dodge anyway?
Yeah. Just make sure I can dodge whatever. Yes.
I think that means you get a success check mark as well in it, so if you haven't got one already, you can take that off.
I didn't, so thanks. Yeah, for the reminder.
She misses badly and sulkily steps backwards and disappears through the wall.
And don't ever come back.
Is that your turn? And don't ever come back. Anything else?
Well, I'm close to Sterling. I'm just looking around every direction, 360 degrees. If she appears, I take my gun out, and I wait.
Okay. Please change your. I'll change it for you. Actually, your dexterity will go up to 115.
Yeah. I'm doing it. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's right. It's done.
Yeah.
Guy, your turn.
Yeah, since I was sort of harassing Vinny a little earlier, I'll go over to see if we can help him drag his statue and speed him along here.
Cool. No worries. So I'll say on Vinny, your turn. You're now carrying the statue with Guy, and you're able to move probably to the pantry, from where you are.
Okay, thank you.
Sterling is just focusing on the drawing, which is going to take one more round. Vinny, it is in fact your turn again now.
Right, I will continue dragging along with Guy's help.
Okay, so as I said, you can probably make it into the storeroom from where you are with your movement, full movement range.
Right, that's over here.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Okay. No strength checks because we're doing it together.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Abraham, your turn again.
Well, I shall help back. Oops. I should get stuck on the walls. Hey, there you are. And I'll put the statue down at this bottom bit here.
Oops, that's the window I've grabbed.
How many more of these statues?
One more.
Is it a heavy one?
It was the line. I can't remember how big the line was.
Again, well, make a no roll. She's education.
Education. Where is education?
It's one of the top ones. It's a stat rather than a skill. like dexterity and
Yeah, I'll found
constitution.
it. Found it.
Yeah, very nice. So yeah, you recall it's about the size of a dinner plate. Nothing too much larger than that.
Yeah, one person can carry it. Run!
Francis, your turn. Since you drew your gun, you got a higher dexterity.
Well, actually, I just.
Sorry, is Sterling in the wrong room?
I think he's kneeling in the doorway. I imagine him kneeling in the doorway and
Yeah.
drawing on the floor where you're standing now. Try not to mess it up.
I just hold because there's nothing appearing and nothing coming at us, right?
Yeah, not until her turn. So,
No. So I wait.
would you like to hold your action until she appears?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. So basically, you can choose to wait until Evangeline's had her turn, and then you can take a shot, I think. Or am I just making this up, Duane?
So like D&D, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
But-
so.
It doesn't seem unreasonable that you would
Very
wait
sure.
for something to happen.
I think you can change places in the turn order with another character or something like that.
I think when you wait, you take your turn after they have their turn.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking here is Evangeline appears and then disappears on her turn. So then so Elena won't have a target either way. Is just the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable to say that somebody waits until something happens to take some kind of reaction. I mean, it may not be directly in the rules, but I don't.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's loads of things you would never be able to do.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm happy doing basically the D&D style reaction type,
Aye.
where you choose to delay your action, then use your reaction to do whatever action it is you are choosing to do.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Seems reasonable. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're holding your action until Evangeline appears. It is her turn. Again, I'm going to roll a d4 to see who she attacks. 2 goes for Abraham. So she appears not in the room with you, Francis, but she appears behind Abraham, who gets a listen roll to see if he can hear her appearing behind him. Otherwise, it will be a surprise attack. She'll get.
No.
No. So she surprises you and she gets a direct hit, which is a
sorry.
d4
I thought it was. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
plus 1. She does 3 points of damage to you, Abraham.
I've got the armor on, so that goes down to 1.
Okay, no problem. So it scrapes against her armor, but she manages to get a claw in, get some flesh, and she cackles in delight as blood spatters against the wall, and then she disappears up through the side again.
I thought for a moment that you were asking me to do a listen roll because I was ready waiting for her.
Yeah, well, you could have done one as well, but I mean, you failed it for one thing.
But I failed. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
it depends
yeah.
what direction you were looking in, and that's kind of getting meta-y and stuff.
Yeah.
So, Guy, your turn.
I'm going to make a mad dash for that plate-sized lion, which is. Do I have to make a no roll to see if I remember where it was? I don't remember.
You're welcome to make a perception check as you run into the room.
Okay, so
spot hidden. Sorry, yeah, I'm D&Ding tonight. Spot hidden roll, yeah, very good. You got a success. So yeah, you immediately see it over there, sitting on the side where it's been left.
Okay, if I'm able to, I'll pick it up, but that's probably about all I can do.
That's correct, yeah. Sterling's still drawing, which he does in fact finish. So the second that the lines connect and he steps up and steps backwards. Let's have a look at this here. You immediately see Evangeline being pulled towards the center of it by an invisible force. She appears up the ceiling, screaming and writhing and kicking, and gets dragged down towards the center of the room where the center of the triangle is. As she reaches the middle of it, her screams begin to weaken and her wild thrashing seems to still, before she transforms back into the once serenely beautiful woman she was before your very eyes, and then fades away from existence entirely. Peeking around the kitchen door, you see Veronica Wayland appear. She apprehensively approaches and says, Is it over? Have you succeeded?
Are we out of turn order or?
Oh, sorry, yes. So the turn orders, and that's the battle over. Evangeline has disappeared. You succeeded in banishing her. I should delete her.
Well, Vinny's confused because he thought we needed that other statue.
Yeah, so I show up with the other statue and I say, What?
What?
What's up? I've got the lion.
It seems like Sterling's already handled it.
I was just getting ready to go and help you, Guy, and all of a sudden they say she's gone.
She's gone? Evangeline, you mean? She been sent away?
Yeah, she sort of turned into what she was before and then disappeared.
Oh, that's brilliant. She must have moved on and found peace and moved on. You liberated her soul. Thank you so much. How can I ever thank you? But then why are we still here? I don't understand.
I was kind of wondering that myself. I thought you were all dead.
So did I. We've been trapped here for so long. We've been tortured over and over again. I don't understand. There must be something else trapping us. There must be something else in the mansion. Please, you must find it. You must destroy it. That demon has obviously cursed us and trapped us some way inside.
Do the words obstacle, prison, barrier, bind mean anything to you?
Oh no, what are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. Doesn't mean much to us either.
So, where's the fourth statue?
I just brought it in, but
And this is the dynamic lighting that doesn't let me see. Sorry, I'll have to put.
no,
myself
I don't think the token was brought in though.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I haven't moved it in yet, so it's in there now.
There it
Okay.
is.
So have you got any idea what it is that might still be holding you here?
There must be some kind of ward, some kind of powerful objects or sigils that are keeping us trapped.
Can I take her diary out again and read the
Yeah.
pages when she wrote notes about obviously Frances doesn't really know much about this, so she will be muttering between her teeth something like haza something toss that's toss. So I'm looking at the pages and I'm flicking through the pages to look for the entry where there was something about and this came out instead or something like that, if I can find it.
Sorry, I'm not sure what part you're talking about exactly. Which handout are we on?
Oh, I
The
thought we
one
had
with
the
her.
diary she
Oh, so Saturnine 6. Yeah.
that she wrote upstairs. Yeah, I'm getting down there to the yes. No, that's 8. Hang on. 6. Yeah, 6 and I think 5 as well. I thought to remember that there was a mentioning of this demon coming out when she did the ritual.
I think you may be getting confused with what Sterling told you about the lantern.
Okay. Frances
think.
is genuinely,
I'm not
genuinely
sure.
confused.
It sounds like there's a lot of confusion going about.
Yeah, okay, that works well because Frances is confused. She's saying it out loud. She's saying, "I thought there was an entry in this diary about something that came out in the ritual upstairs when we were upstairs. So if anyone points out that wasn't in the diary, it was the lantern, then fine. Otherwise, I will keep wondering what this is." I keep wondering what this is. Okay.
I'm just trying to think what we've put on it.
My friends, what do you remember? What do you remember of the upstairs floor?
I remember little. Just my body's up there, isn't it? I remember that now. Whoops. Trying to move.
So you glitched for a second. What does she remember?
Very little. Her body's upstairs. She knows that now.
Okay.
And apart from being
the
trapped, she just wants to move on with her father and the not the Waylands. They are the Waylands. The Linwoods. They're all just gathered there in the. I'll put the tokens out. Gathered there, looking at you, saying, "Please, you have to free us. It must be those items you were talking about. Those lead busts. You must destroy them and free us so we can move on."
And before we destroy our lead bust,
Oops, sorry, wrong thing.
which is gonna be a bit of a challenge, I think. I'm trying to think if there was any other clue upstairs. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, how do we know if we destroy the lead bus that doesn't unleash these undead demons onto the world?
Yeah, exactly. Right. My question here is obviously always to everybody. Okay. If you think there is anything that we have missed, that we can't remember that was upstairs as a clue thing, because this demon that is still here is the demon that you guys have seen, you have talking about a lot. I was hiding in the closet, the cupboard. Sorry, when I was exploring the cupboard.
When you were upstairs, you mean you were looking through the stuff in the altar?
Yeah.
And you were in the cupboard in the other room, yeah.
I was exploring the cupboard. Yes. Is there anything that reminds you that comes back in your mind? In the meantime, has Sterling finished his drawing?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that's what finished it.
That's what. That's what caused Evangeline to turn back into her once beautiful self and disappear and move on.
Wonderful. Can I look at the drawing?
We've had the
drawing. Yeah.
Sorry, we got the diaries and we've got the lantern, and we've got the statues. Are they the only things we think that might still be tying these undead people to the world?
That's what they're implying, yeah.
I'll ask Sterling and Francis. If you look through the diaries and that and the entries from both the father and the daughter, is there any indication that they themselves might be bad things we wouldn't want to unleash onto the world?
Not from
and that destroying these things might cause that to happen.
Well, I'll do that. I'll do what Agent Lincoln says. I'll just try to look at everything together with Sterling.
Let me just have a read of it myself. So I need to get certain of the lettering.
I'm still looking at the drawing while that's happening. I'm saying out loud to everyone. We've got the serpent, we've got the four things in the middle of the circle. They are positioned in a certain precise way. One is called the alpha, one is called the omega. The one at the top, the one at the bottom is called the alpha, and then the other the omega. Wait.
Sterling draws your attention to her diary, and that she seemed to Veronica's diary.
Yep.
Which seems to be inferring that whatever she brings in is what murdered her father, and what the wards that she constructed would withhold would be the evil entity that murdered her father. That's what she was trying to capture.
Is that handout 6?
That's handout 6, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay. Are the 4 words again? Bind, barrier, prison.
Obstacle, prison, barrier, bind.
Okay, obstacle, prison. Barrier.
Yes, these items that you're talking about, these busts, they sound like it sounds like an imprisonment charm of some kind.
That's right. In the drawing, I'm referring to handout 8. In the drawing that we have here, and I'm taking the sheet out from Sterling's hands. The 4 things in the center, in the circle, are the busts. I presume put in a certain particular position, as in cardinal position, as in east, west, south, north.
Mm-hmm.
And have we put them in those right? Yes, we have put them in those right positions, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
But
Yeah.
not yet. Yeah, we have. Oh, so
Veronica comes over and points to a big pot and says, "You can use this. If you heat it, the lead will melt. Put one of the objects inside the pot and melt it on the stove."
I'm looking at her like, really? You sure? Lead melts so easily?
Yeah, lead melts at low temperature, but that's not my concern. It's my concern is if we do melt it, do we release these undead horrors onto the world, or do they pass on to the next existence?
We will pass on, of course. What else would we do?
Well,
can we take these busts? Agent Lincoln, Guy, Vinny, Sterling, come and have a look.
Sorry, just before we do it, can I try? Is it psychology to figure out if they're telling the truth or not?
Yeah, psychology roll.
Not much of a chance, but I'll try.
You say that every time and then pull an extreme success out of your ass. Every time.
I'm going to take that.
Let me just have a look here.
Tell me your secrets, all of them.
Since you got an extreme success, I will say that you succeeded in basically the spell is broken. You succeed in thwarting whatever it is has this hold on you, and it gives up. You manage to see through its facade, and something begins appearing before you. It doesn't have a tangible defining shape. All you can make out is a strange shimmering outline silhouetting a shifting body with a varying number of fluttering wings behind it. I need to move it onto...
Starting to think I was better off not knowing.
Is this thing appearing in the center?
It's appearing in the center, yeah. And as it appears, Veronica Oops, I didn't mean to... I'm deleting the statues by mistake. Imagine the statues are still there. I just deleted them. The Waylands and the Linwoods start disappearing, and a cackling emerges from every orifice, every corner of the room. When it speaks softly, addressing each of you with the sound of your own voice, but spoken with enough force for the very foundations of the house to tremble. Laughing softly, it says, "Very good, very good. You figured me out. All right then, no more games. I now know what imprisons me in this infernal building, and I have all the time in the world. All the time to wait for the next group of fools who stumble upon this place, that I can use to free myself from these wards. I shall present you all with a choice. Either break these leaden wards, or die here and be tortured by me for all eternity."
Okay.
And we need to go into...
Do we have a
combat.
couple of minutes, Your Excellency, to consult within ourselves, please?
What do you mean? I was about to start an initiative, but you can...
I was about to shoot us.
Talking to the thing, asking for if
What? What do you want? Can't you say I'm busy?
What could possibly be so important? I mean, you are an eternal, immortal super being, you know, and in your grandiosity, you certainly can allow a couple of minutes, please.
Yeah, I guess. I don't understand what you mean by a couple of minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you at the end of the couple of minutes when the couple of minutes are. So just basically give us a little bit of time. And we want to consult and buying time here. I'm trying to buy time here. So guys, come here. Yeah.
Well, no, we're going into initiative, so you can speak. You can do it through round orders, I think.
No. But your omniscience. You are a little bit, you know, very impatient for one that lives forever. Like.
Looks pretty harmless to me. I say we let it go.
Looks like a cute little cherub.
Okay. I am convinced of something here. See the T's. Oh, sorry. Your initiative. I cannot say that.
So yeah, can everyone please add their initiatives to the turn tracker again?
I didn't click on my thing, did I?
Everyone done?
Yeah,
1,
presumably.
2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I was waiting for Sterling. Whoops, that's silly.
No, listen,
What?
Vinny, you have your gun out, don't you? So don't you get another 50 to add on to yours?
Yeah, if you had your gun out, that's correct. So it goes up to 130. So Vinny's in fact at the top again, yeah. Vinny, what would you like to do? This creature's standing in the middle of you, laughing and threatening you.
Torn between shooting it and like just starting to take the statues out. I was thinking take the statue and throw it in the roaring fireplace over there in the other room.
And that will free it.
Oh, it would. All right. Well, all right. I have my gun out in my hand. I'll shoot this angelic-looking demon here.
Okay, let me just have a read here quickly.
Oh, we should get bonuses if damage if we hit, because it's made of lead.
Well, you're shooting at the shapeless one, aren't you? Not the...
No, the things are, but isn't lead containing in bad to it. So if we're filling it full of lead, it's got to be extra bad for it.
Yeah, you can make a pistol shot, Vinny.
Ready. Whoa!
Whoa, baby!
Unfortunately, your bullet just travels straight through. You're sure you shot it directly where its figure, its form should be, judged by the shimmering outline, but the bullet just goes straight through and ricochets off the floor, and has no effect.
Right.
It laughs and says, "Your human contraptions are powerless in the might of my God."
Yeah.
Abraham.
I'm going to turn to the others and say, is there anything in that book about dismissing this? Any ritual or anything you guys have got to shout out? Because apparently guns are no good. Maybe chanting out the words that
Sterling screams, "The noose!"
The what?
The noose. Tighten the noose.
is that like pulling in the statues made the noose, didn't they? So maybe he's pulling the noose in towards it.
Yeah, try it.
I'll take up the one I'm next to and I'll bring it over to right over here.
Okay, as you move towards the creature, it seems to get repelled from the item as though there's an invisible barrier forcing it away. And it moves further and further up until it hits the other barrier, and then it's stuck between the two barriers. Very good.
Right, well, I'll put it as close to it as I can.
Okay, so... let's roll... Okay, so the way this works is you have to make a power roll, a combined power roll versus the creature, because it's got quite a high power. So I'm guessing Guy and Vinny Bufalino, you're both in there with the leaden buds as well. So you'll be combining your powers to try and see what kind of success difficulty you need to acquire. So what are your powers? Vinny,
That for me as well.
well, who's got the highest as well? Yeah, who's got the highest?
Well, mine's 65.
70.
45.
Okay, so Vinny, you'll be rolling it. So what? 45 for Guy, and what was yours again, Abraham? Sorry.
65.
65. So that's 110. You take off making hit 90. You have to try and beat 90. If it's above 90, that's an extreme success, isn't it? 45 to 90 makes an extreme success, I think. Let me just check here.
You've got me confused.
It's hard. Okay, so you need to beat a hard power roll. I can explain what I'm doing. I'm just going through in a bit of a rush. Sorry, that's just me trying to work it out myself. So what I mean is, the way it works is a combined power roll. A combined power roll is when you all use your power against whatever it is you're trying to defeat. In this case, it's the shapeless one. The shapeless one has a power of 200. So you take the two lowest lowest contributing powers, add them together, and deduct that from its power to get the number that decides whether a hard, regular, or extreme success is required by the leading person doing the combined power roll to beat. So because you've reduced it by 110, he has a power of 200. He's gone down to power of 90. Anything that has a skill of 45 to 90 is hard to beat. So you have to roll a hard success, Vinny, in order to succeed on the power check.
Power. All right, here we go.
Oh, baby!
Very nice. Right out the bag, straight in the middle. So yeah, direct bullseye. As you bring the lead wards together, you feel a pressure in all your brains begin to wane. Like the clearing of a blocked synapse, a strange haze you hadn't noticed possessing you all is lifted from your minds, and you breathe a huge sigh of relief as the house around you begins to change. The warm, welcoming, well-kept interior of the mansion turns stale, run-down, decrepit, dusty, and above all else dark and cold. The creature inside the trapped inside the barriers lets out a wail of frustration, and in a flash of light that makes the walls tremble, is sucked backwards through a portal, which you catch a glimpse of many different entities, humanoid and monstrous alike, dancing and laughing madly in a fit-like frenzy. Before you can clarify exactly what you are seeing, the portal snaps shut and the room is still and silent once more, as silence reverberates between you all like a clashing cymbal.
Whew.
Okay, can we burn this house down now?
Okay.
Wow.
Take it, there's really nothing good in the kitchen, is there? You can't make a sandwich or something.
You could make a ratatouille.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
So yeah, checking the windows and doors, they have been replaced. They are back to normal again. They aren't the brick walls that were blocking the way anymore. And there is, after about half an hour, someone pulls up in a pickup truck with Jimbo's garage written on the side of it.
Oh, Jimbo, I've never been so happy to see you.
Better late than never.
Congratulations, guys! You finished the Saturnine Chalice scenario, and you did the right way as well.
Wait, we're not gonna leave these things like this, are we?
What do you mean?
Someone else could come and redo the whole thing.
Oh, well, yeah, what did you want to do?
So you can destroy them.
Burn the house down, like I said.
Why does it always result in arson?
We've got a bit of a rep already.
Yeah. Why does everything end up in arson?
The best way.
The best way.
I have no objections to that.
Can I just check the rooms just to see if the bodies are still there from before, and if they're how old and decayed they are, as opposed to...
Yeah, you can search the house. The corpses of the Linwoods are in the basement, like they were, hunched over each other with her eyes missing and just like old and decaying. And the one upstairs is fairly well preserved, actually, because it was in like a wax sealed room, wasn't it? So it's fairly well preserved, but again, it's a couple of year old corpse. You couldn't find Augustus Wayland anywhere, though, interestingly enough.
Oh. Upstairs, nothing.
No, you only found 3 bodies.
You guys destroyed it so fast on my turn, I was going to ask for an exclusive interview for the Arkham Gazette. Never got the chance.
Yeah, I didn't expect that hard power roll to come in when it did. That was clutch. Very good.
Alright, so I think we would have to report finding a building full of dead people, wouldn't we?
Well, you could just go on your merry and not say anything to anyone about anything, and no one would be none the wiser.
The only reason I'm saying that is because if in like 3 months' time somebody comes along and finds these decayed corpses in there, and they go, "Oh, there was a bunch of people there 3 months ago," and we have to answer things like now. At the moment, we've just walked in and gone, "This place is full of dead people," and they're obviously older than we've been around, so we're in the clear.
I see what you're saying, yeah. So
and we're getting a bit of a rep, so it might be doing something to mitigate that.
Yeah.
So we go back to the burning the place down.
Maybe give it a week before we do it, so people don't remember us being here.
So I think my comical quips have been kind of a defense mechanism, because I'm wondering if are we supposed to take like a latent sanity check on this and seeing the angel? Was there any effect?
Oh my goodness, I actually completely forgot about that. I think you might be right. Let me just check. Sorry. I did completely forget about the sanity check, didn't I?
I know you like going nuts, but...
I'm just trying to be fair.
Yes, you're absolutely right. You're supposed to have rolled sanity for it.
Oh.
But it's such a cute and cuddly looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I told you it was cute and cuddly.
Abraham is so jaded.
So, Abraham, you don't suffer any sanity loss, but everyone else rolls a d10 for me, please.
Oh.
What about Vinny, though? He got a hard success. Does that reduce it at all?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. It has to be a critical to reduce it.
I got an extreme, I didn't get a critical.
Yeah, exactly.
I hit my threshold.
Yeah, I was going to say, luckily you didn't actually impact the end there, because if you had, it would have made all the difference, you going crazy and all. you might have done something completely different and like dropped the statue and broken it or something, which might have freed it. But luckily we didn't get to your turn, or maybe unluckily, I'm not sure. Probably luckily in this instance. It was just Vinny and then Abraham, and then they both succeeded in the power roll against the shapeless one. So just make sure you knock that sanity off, please. But you do get a bunch of rewards for finishing, guys. Congratulations. For dismissing the shapeless one, which you did successfully, you get a d6 of sanity back.
Wow, lost 2, gain 5. Great.
1d6 sanity back for.
Yeah, I'm up 1 sanity now.
1 sanity.
I'm up 1 from
Oh,
what I
you're
started.
up 1, I see. You said you're at 1. I was like, oh dear.
Well, if it makes Jules feel better, I'm still down 8 on the adventure overall.
That does, thank you.
I'm concerned about your sanity if you keep wanting us to go insane.
Okay, so I guess we'll move on to the investigative development phase. Frances, you can start us off since you're first in the bottom left. Then we'll move to Kev doing Abraham and Guy doing Duane doing Guy, and then Paul doing Vinny.
Okay.
Does anyone... That was quite a complicated scenario, I understand. Does anyone have any questions about it now that it's finished and we've moved on to the investigative development phase whilst Elena is rolling? We'll keep track of how she rolls and how she does.
Yeah, but before I roll, is that the all sanity we get back?
That
the
is.
only sanity?
That's correct, yeah, just for free for defeating the shapeless one. But you also managed to liberate yourself. You would have been trapped there for all eternity if you hadn't have figured it out, so consider that your reward. You don't go mad and insane and claw your own eyes out.
Okay.
It was a different one because it was a lot more kind of spooky than the normal ones, if you see what I mean.
Mm.
So, like when we were running around in the old slave tunnels and things, that was scary in that we were nearly killed and lost and all that kind of stuff. But it wasn't psychologically scary. Where this one, I think, was.
Right. Okay.
So it was quite good fun. Change of pace.
Maybe it was my D&D brain at work because I understood the tunnels under Providence scenario, but this one I just lost the thread of it from the beginning and never got it back.
I do.
I'm with that, but I think that was quite good because I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" You know, and I think that was quite good. I felt like I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, no, I think at some point Jules will have to explain it to me like I'm 6 years old from start to finish.
I'm happy to do that now if you want to go over it now.
Yeah, we have the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could do like a 5-minute capsular summary of what it really involved.
Yeah. So
maybe your audience might like that too.
I think so. Yeah. So essentially, what happened here is the father Augustus Wayland was trying to do the Abremlin operation, which is a ritual in which you summon your holy guardian angel and speak to it to ascertain a favor, and also you can do other things like banish demons in your life that cause problems. You can learn to like levitate and do all these different alchemical magical things. So it's quite a cool thing, and it's actually kind of real. It's a lot of people believe it's a true ritual in real life and try and achieve it and stuff like that. Just as an interesting tidbit for you. Anyway, so he failed because his original copy was incorrectly translated. It said to do 6 months as opposed to 18 months, which is how long it's really meant to take. And because he failed, he then tried to find a translation of the book. This chap, Lester Goodman, shows up with a translation of the book, just what he's looking for. I think it's Lester Goodman, isn't it? Yeah, Lester Goodman. And also this lamp, which he sells to him, calling it a beacon of hope. Unfortunately for him, he didn't realise what Sterling realised immediately when he saw it, because he rolled low enough on his Cthulhu roll, is that it was actually a beacon of chaos, and that if lit enough times will eventually summon a shapeless one, which was the creature you banished at the very end. It's an invisible, manipulative angel of Azathoth. I think it's Azathoth. I'll have to check that for you, but Azathoth something or other, who can manipulate the senses of humans and control them and make them believe and see things which aren't real. So he told his daughter that this was happening, and then just before the Gremlin operation was complete, the Shapeless One was summoned and killed him. And then when his daughter got back, she realized what had happened, that he must have been murdered by someone but didn't know who, because he died of natural causes supposedly, and he was a perfectly healthy, and he'd just spoken to her and there was nothing wrong, so she didn't believe that he died of natural causes. She believed someone had murdered him, so the only way to find out how was to do the Gremlin operation again and find out what had happened. So she followed in the same footsteps as her father, did everything again, and ended up summoning again the Shapeless One rather than her holy guardian angel. When she realized what had happened, she first created the wards of the leaden objects, obstacle, prison, bind, and barrier, and placed them around the house, and then tried to go through with the Gremlin operation. Ended up using the Beacon of Chaos, which summoned the Shapeless One again, which started trying to steal her memories to find out how it could escape, because it basically started attacking her. And then she realized that if she let it take her memories, it would work out the wards that she'd placed around the house and what they were. So she threw herself on her own wand and killed herself to stop it from acquiring the intelligence that it needed to escape. And then it was basically trapped here. It's really complicated. It was trapped here, and then the help came back from holiday after being sent away by Augustus, and it ended up murdering them, trying to find out how to escape the house, but they didn't know, so they were driven insane. And then when you entered, it created artificial replicas of them. So the entire time you were just interacting with the Shapeless One, and it was just putting up images of people and images. That's why everything was tasteless. That's why nothing was burning. Nothing was as real as it was, because it was all just a manipulation of your senses, which the Shapeless One had limited information on, so wasn't able to convey everything perfectly. Does that explain everything enough for everyone? Or does anyone have any more questions?
Yeah, it does help explain it, but wow, that is a complex tale with a lot of moving parts there.
Yeah.
And it's just, it might have made a great horror short story or novel even, but...
Well, it was based on a film. I'm sure the film's amazing, but...
Oh, okay.
I think
that also helps explain it.
Yeah.
The fact that it's based on a film. But for characters who are coming into this who are totally clueless about what's going on.
Exactly.
It's how, it must have been a great challenge for you to decide how to expose this complex tale without giving too much away.
And you're not given a lot of information anywhere. It's all just piled in on the journal at the top, in the top room. So yeah, I have my own gripes about this scenario as well, guys. Rest assured.
So I've done mine as far as the look.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. Guy, would you like to take over and do yours?
Sure. There we go.
I can't believe on psychology I still bloody got the success on it.
Oh, did you?
I've done that twice. Yeah, I think I've done that twice.
Oh, 20, yeah. That's really frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah, and I passed my brawl, which I only got one increase.
Dear.
Did all right. What was the other one I did all right? Listen, I think I did all right.
Oh, very nice.
Some good improvements there. There weren't a lot, but I like the ones I got.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very nice.
All set. Oh, luck. I have to do luck.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have used that luck, but
An unlucky man. Paul, would you like to do Vinny's improvement checks?
Sure. Now this is different than I'm used to. So we're looking for failures.
Yes, that's right.
So
Okay,
in
so
this one, you want to roll underneath it and above it, sorry, so that you fail. That signifies that you can improve it, and then you roll a d10 to see how much it improves by.
Okay, so this was the first one.
Okay,
And
so
then-
that's a failure in essence, yeah.
Okay, and then my handgun.
Okay, very good. So roll a d10, and that will increase your handgun by that much.
7. And on check, obviously.
Yes, obviously, yeah. So that you're fresh for the new
7.
scenario.
Okay. And then
Yeah, I thought the scenario was really interesting, but I don't think confusion is a good grounds and basis for a detective investigation game. Like, it's an entertaining element in a movie, like not really sure what's going on and stuff like that, but when you're trying to figure it out, and the whole point is to work out what you're meant to do, then having a scenario based on confusion and illusion and not being sure about what's going on at any point in reality and stuff just makes it hard for people to follow along with, I think, and that was reflected, I think, in the gameplay and in the viewership as well. But that just could be me projecting. That's just what I personally think.
I think you're spot on correct.
Yeah,
And,
I didn't really understand what was going on that much. I mean, I got the gist of some of the stuff, but
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed not knowing what was happening.
That's okay. That's cool.
It felt, I don't know, it felt like, why would you understand what's going on with this chaotic stuff? You know, it's all madness to me.
Cool.
So,
Okay, I like that take on it. Yeah.
Well, but then, Kevin, I mean, players have to have some inkling of what it is they're supposed to accomplish.
yeah, I agree. I won't want to do this too often, but for an occasional sort of, what the heck? It's quite enjoyable, really. And the scenario is not a massively long one, so.
That's true. It's only meant to be run in one session. Can you believe that, though? One session.
Yeah. No, we'll have to agree to disagree. In fact, it may seem a little harsh, but if every Call of Cthulhu scenario was like this one, I wouldn't be playing the game
No,
anymore.
we're going to do it every time, no. Yeah. I mean, to get I don't know, the feel of something different, I thought this was all right. The one-off shot, I think this was all right.
Okay. No, it's a good take. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well, mainly. That's the main thing.
I'm not sure that I think I may have forgotten to click my rifle shotgun because I know I used it in the basement, but I can't remember if I successfully used it.
I think you missed. I think everyone missed for a while, didn't they? There were like 3 or 4 misses in a row.
Okay, that's all right then.
I know I missed. Downstairs. Yeah.
Okay, is that everyone done with their investigative development phases or their improvement check rolls, I should say? So would anyone like to do personal self-help or see a specialist to increase their sanity?
Yes, please.
I'm all right.
yes, please.
Okay, so Francis, did you say yes to that, or was that a no? Sorry.
So yes.
Okay, so which one would you like to do? Self-help or spend some money to see a specialist? See an
Is it-
alienist?
Either or?
No, you can do both. You can spend money to see us. I'd say $20 to see an alienist.
Okay, so I'll go and take $20 off my. So I was about to say £20. Yeah, out of my pocket. So we got 2 possessions.
And we normally give him a psychology check of around 75, don't we? So we'll say roll a D100. It has to be under 75 to see if he can help you. And if he can, you get a D3 back.
Okay, you said $20, right?
$20, yeah.
Okay. So you want the D100?
D100 has to be below 75. Okay, 111 even. Very good.
Yeah.
So you get a D3 back in sanity.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, it's not very much from this one. It's your self-help that does a lot more.
You have to remind me because I always use the Roll20 icon for the dice, but D3 is not there. Please remind me.
Oh, that's right. So it's /R
/R
space 1d3.
D3.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay, and then this was the specialist, and then I do the self-help.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So the self-help, you choose an item of your backstory that you want to interact with, and you describe how it is or what you're doing in order to interact with it. That is, what's it called? Beneficial to your sanity.
Yes. I am always wearing my grandmother's bracelet. It has a strange writing on it, and I have not yet deciphered it. And she doesn't want to tell me. She says, well, you like your antiques, your things, so you can decode your own bracelet now. And it's very annoying. So I dedicate a bit of time in doing that, and that calms me down a lot.
Okay. Please make a sanity roll.
And then if I don't succeed, it will probably...
If you don't
make me
succeed, you
even
probably
more
lost the bracelet
anxious.
somewhere.
Very anxious. Yes. Sorry. What sanity thing?
Sanity roll, yeah. If you succeed, then you get a d6 back. Oh, if it's an extreme success, I think you might get
D6.
2d6 back.
2d6.
Hang on, let me just have a look.
Oh, first was 5. So I'm adding the 5.
It just says no success is a d6 sanity restored.
Okay, so just the 5. Yeah.
Yeah, just the 5. Yeah, still very good.
Nice.
Well done. Yeah, you didn't fumble it, which is the main thing. Okay, so Duane, Guy, you wanted to do some self-help as well, and did you want to see an alienist?
Yes, I've already paid my $20.
Okay.
So here we go.
Rolling under a 75, or trying to at any rate.
Ooh, yes.
He was just able to break a breakthrough with you. So
I got
D3.
I got my $20 worth out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, with 3 coming back to you, that's pretty good. And any self-help at all?
Yes, I have a trait that says French cooking is the height of all the culinary arts across the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to convince my editor to send me to all the best French restaurants north of Boston in northeastern Massachusetts, so I can do food reviews for about a couple of months at the best French restaurants.
Okay, very nice. This wouldn't be... I'm not sure why it's a sanity roll. Do a sanity roll, that's the mechanics, but I'd normally make you a persuade or something, a persuade roll. But no, we'll do sanity because that's the mechanics.
Okay. Whoa, yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
He just immediately agrees. You better get the words out, and he's like, "Yeah, sounds amazing. Let's do it."
So, indulging in all of this fine French food, I regain 5 points of sanity.
5 points. And that gives everyone a couple of months to get on with their training and stuff like that as well.
And that got me exactly back to where I started the scenario.
Damn it! Okay, very nice. Thank you, Paul. Self-help or doctor?
Yes, I've paid $20.
Okay, please roll a D100. Aiming to get under 75. Very good. D3. You get 2 sanity back from the alienist. And what self-help are you? Self-help are you doing to help yourself?
I am not.
You're not doing self-help. Okay. After all that,
No.
well, I got tongue-tied. Okay, I think that's it. Everyone's done everything that needs to be done in the investigative development phase. Did you want to do some training at all, Kev? I think your character Abraham was a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, I had another 2 weeks to go at the range.
So we'd say you've had a 2-month break after this. That gives Guy enough time to go around France and do everything he wants to do. You can probably get 2 improvement checks out of that the next 2 weeks and then the month after that.
Oh, okay
I
then.
want to go with him. Can I go with him? Because I always want to improve my shotgun.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah.
If it's
So,
allowed.
Yeah, let's go shooting. That's a proper bonding exercise.
so you both
Hey!
get 2 improvement checks, I'd say, over the 2 months that Guy's away sampling French cuisine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very good. Roll a d10. Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh dear.
And the next one. Oh, no.
No, unfortunately, you only get the 1. And Francis.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's going to
Then
be
it's
a
a-
1 again, isn't it?
E10, yeah. Ooh.
Not bad. Average.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Average. 1 more for the second month.
I clicked on it. I didn't read it. Oh, okay. Hey!
Yeah, very good.
Oh!
Oh.
Agent Lincoln. That's how it's done. Sorry.
The student has become the master, Agent Lincoln.
She actually has, because she's passed me now on the shooting skill for that. Because that takes you to 54, and I'm on 53 now.
Takes up to 59.
Takes
What is it? Oh, yeah, because you got the 5 above it.
5
Oh, yeah.
before, yeah.
I tried hard. Don't forget, Agent Lincoln, I've been trying hard the past month, and I could never ever hit that tin 10 meters from me. I know.
Oh, you're going to have to be giving me some tips now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all in the eye, right? It's the eye. yeah, it's the eye, and you have to tilt the head. Tilt the head slightly, about 3 degrees. You tilt the head. That's it. That did it for me.
Well, I'll be using that tip.
Frances is very happy. She doesn't even realize that Agent Lincoln has almost missed all the tins. She's very happy because she got almost all the tins. Next time I'm gonna get them all.
I think we just witnessed the origin story for Bonnie and Clyde here.
Sounds like it.
All right, yeah. Oh, okay.
And on that note, guys, I think we're going to leave it there. We'll start up a new scenario next week, next Tuesday, between 7 and 10, like usual. It's going to be I've forgotten what it's called again now. Where some rocks lie, or when some rocks fall, something like that. Let me just look. What's the quickest way of getting to it? Marketplace. I'm determined to find out what this name is now. Chaosium Inc. And some fell on stony ground. That's it. That's the scenario we're going to be starting next episode, guys. So yeah, hopefully see you all there for that. I hope you enjoyed this one this week. This has been the Saturnine Chalice. Yeah, hopefully see you in the next episode. If not, I'll see you in some other content I produce. I try and make content at least once a week now. So I'll wait till next time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.